The path before you stretched long and arduous. My child, and as you set your face to traverse its demanding terrain, you felt the weight not only of the journey itself, but also of the silent, watching world. They saw the steep inclines, the shadowed valleys, the formidable obstacles that lay in your way, and in their eyes, in their hushed conversations, in the very atmosphere that surrounded you, you sensed it, the subtle, or sometimes not so subtle, currents of disbelief. Is this truly possible? Their unspoken question hung in the air. Will they have the strength, the wisdom, the fortitude to endure? Some may have openly voiced their doubts, their well-meaning concerns tinged with a pessimism that chipped away at your own fragile resolve. Others offered only a conspicuous silence, an absence of encouragement that spoke volumes, leaving you to battle not only the external challenges, but also the gnawing loneliness of a faith that few, if any, seemed to share. You remember those moments, don't you? My beloved, the weariness that settled into your bones, not just from the exertion of the journey, but from the added burden of carrying it amidst an atmosphere of skepticism. When you looked for a hand to steady you, you often found only hands held back in reservation. When you yearned for a voice of affirmation, you frequently heard only the echo of your own solitary hope, or worse, the discouraging murmurs of those who could not, or would not, believe in the vision I had placed within your heart, or in your capacity to walk it out. The path of obedience, the journey of faith, can be a profoundly lonely road when no one else around you seems to comprehend its destination or to trust its guide. This silence of disbelief, my child, can be a cruel adversary. It breeds a peculiar kind of isolation, a feeling of being profoundly misunderstood, of battling an unseen current of doubt that seeks to pull you under. You may have found yourself questioning your own sanity at times, your own perceptions. Am I the only one who sees this? Am I foolish to persist when so many others seem to think this way is impossible? This hope, unfounded, the absence of external validation, can create a vacuum. And into that vacuum, fear, self-doubt, and the temptation to abandon your course can rush in with overwhelming force. You have walked through seasons, my precious one, where every step forward felt like an act of defiance against a prevailing tide of unbelief. You have held on to my promises with a white-knuckled grip, even when the world around you offered only evidence to the contrary. You have whispered my name in the darkness, seeking my strength, my comfort, my reassurance, when all other voices seem to fade into a chorus of discouragement or indifference. This quiet, unseen, often unacknowledged endurance. This is a battle of the spirit that only the truest warriors undertake. They saw your struggles, perhaps the moments when you faltered, when your weariness was palpable. And from these outward signs, they may have drawn their own conclusions, confirming their initial doubts, solidifying their belief that your path was too arduous, your hope too ambitious. They could not see the inner resolve I was forging within you, the hidden manna of my grace that sustained your spirit, the unwavering light of my presence that, however dimly perceived by you at times, never truly left your side. Their assessments were based on the visible, the temporal, the humanly predictable. They could not factor in the God who walks with you, the God who calls you, the God whose power is made perfect in your very weakness, the fatigue you experience. My child, was not just physical or emotional. It was the profound exhaustion of a soul striving to maintain its alignment with me amidst a world that so often pulls in the opposite direction. It was the weariness of holding on to faith when surrounded by faithlessness, of cherishing hope when enveloped by hopelessness, of extending love when met with indifference or even hostility. This is a costly endurance, my beloved, an expenditure of spiritual energy that I see, I acknowledge, and I profoundly value. You may have longed for understanding, for just one person to truly see your heart, to believe in your journey, to offer a word of genuine encouragement that could have felt like water to a parched soul. And when that understanding was not forthcoming, when the silence of disbelief was your primary companion, the path felt infinitely longer, the burdens immeasurably heavier, the temptation to simply give up, to conform to their expectations, to choose an easier, more readily approved path may have been immense. But I was there, my child, in every lonely step, in every silent battle against despair, in every moment you chose to lift your gaze to me despite the chorus of doubt. Oh, I was there. My eyes beheld your steadfast heart. My spirit resonated with your quiet fight, while they may have seen only your outward struggle or your apparent foolishness. I saw the tenacious flame of your faith, flickering perhaps, but refusing to be extinguished. I saw the courage it took for you to place one foot in front of the other, to cling to my promises when all visible evidence screamed their impossibility. I saw your tears shed in secret, your prayers whispered in the dark, your resolute turning towards me, even when the path ahead was shrouded in mist and misunderstanding. And I tell you, my precious one, that this quiet, often uncelebrated, endurance of yours, this persistent faith in the face of their unbelief, is a thing of breathtaking beauty in my sight. It is a fragrance that ascends to my throne, a testimony more powerful than the loudest declarations of a faith untested by such profound isolation. The world may reserve its accolades for visible triumphs, for easy victories, for paths that garner widespread approval. But my heart, my child, swells with a sacred pride for the child who chooses to trust me, to obey me, to persevere in my calling, even when no one else believes, even when the cost is great, even when the way is lonely and the outcome unseen. This endurance is a jewel of great price, forged in the crucible of solitary faith, and it shines with a luster that captivates my divine gaze. Your struggle has not been in vain, my beloved. Your perseverance has been my song. Indeed, my child, while the world around you offered its silence of disbelief or its chorus of doubt, while you walked your often solitary path feeling unseen, misunderstood, and perhaps even forgotten, my eyes, the eyes of your ever-present Father, were fixed upon you with an unwavering gaze of profound love and deep appreciation. You were never truly alone in your struggle, my beloved. Every silent tear you shed in the secret chamber of your heart, every whispered prayer that ascended from your weary spirit, every courageous step you took in faith when your own strength faltered, I saw them all. I, your God, was your constant, unseen witness, and my heart, far from sharing their skepticism, swelled with a divine tenderness for the quiet. Tenacious battle you were waging, they saw your outward circumstances, perhaps the lack of immediate, visible results, the challenges that seemed to mount, the path that appeared too arduous, too unconventional. From this external vantage point, their disbelief may have seemed logical, their doubts reasonable according to worldly wisdom. But my gaze, my child, penetrates far beyond the surface. I see the inner landscape of your soul. I behold the steadfastness of your heart, the quiet resolve that kept you placing one foot in front of the other, even when every fiber of your being longed to surrender. I perceive the flicker of hope you so bravely nurtured amidst the encroaching darkness, the fragile tendrils of faith you clung to when all other supports seemed to fall away. This silent perseverance of yours, my precious one, this quiet faithfulness that refused to be extinguished by the chilling winds of their unbelief, is a treasure of immeasurable worth in my sight. The world may applaud loud declarations, dramatic displays of strength, or easily quantifiable successes. But I, who look upon the heart, cherish the unseen victories, the battles won in the quiet arena of your own spirit, the choices made for me when no one else was watching. No one else understood. No one else affirmed. These are the true hallmarks of a mature faith, a deepening love, a spirit being perfected in my grace. You may have felt that your efforts were insignificant, your endurance a mere speck against the vastness of your trials, or the weight of their skepticism. But I tell you, my child, every moment you chose to trust me in the face of doubt, every instance you chose obedience when temptation or despair beckoned, every time you lifted your weary heart to me in prayer, was recorded in the annals of heaven, noted by me with a love and an appreciation that words cannot fully express. These were not small things, my beloved. These were acts of profound spiritual heroism, precious offerings laid upon the altar of my heart. I saw your quiet fight. My child, even when you yourself felt you were barely holding on, I saw the tears you quickly wiped away before anyone could notice, the sighs you stifled, the brave face you presented to a world that often seemed indifferent to your inner turmoil. And I understood the immense cost of that hidden endurance. I knew the energy it took to maintain your composure, to keep your faith alive, to continue to hope when all outward signs seemed to contradict my promises. My compassion for you in those moments was, and is, boundless. I did not stand aloof, merely observing your struggle. My spirit was with you, groaning with your spirit, strengthening you from within, whispering my love, my encouragement, my assurance that you were not forgotten, not forsaken. While they may have questioned your path, I knew its divine trajectory. While they may have doubted your capacity, I was intimately acquainted with the strength I was forging within you through the very trials that caused their disbelief. While they may have focused on your stumbles, I celebrated your risings, your persistent refusal to remain fallen, your unwavering commitment to continue the journey I had set before you. My perspective, my child, is always one of redemption, of purpose, of ultimate victory. Even when the present reality appears bleak or confusing to human eyes, your refusal to give up, my beloved, even when every external voice and many internal fears urge you to do so, was a testament to the seed of my own divine life that I have planted within you. It was a reflection of my own steadfastness, my own enduring love, In those moments of solitary perseverance, you were, perhaps unknowingly, mirroring the very heart of your God, who never gives up on his children, who never abandons his purposes, who always works all things together for good for those who love him and are called according to his design. Do not ever think that your hidden sacrifices, your unseen tears, your lonely battles of faith have gone unnoticed or unvalued by me. They are more precious to me than all the accolades of the world. They are the true gold, refined in the furnace of your trial, burnished by your steadfast endurance. They are the jewels that will adorn your eternal crown. My child, testaments to a love that persevered, a faith that held true, a spirit that refused to be conquered by the silence of disbelief. I know there were times when you longed for a human touch, a word of understanding, a tangible sign that someone, anyone, believed in you, believed with you, and the absence of that can be a profound ache. But even in that ache, my child, I was drawing you into a deeper reliance on me, teaching you to find your ultimate validation, your truest affirmation, not in the shifting opinions of others, but in the unwavering, unconditional, all-sufficient love of your God. My belief in you, my beloved, has never wavered, not for an instant. I have always seen the magnificent potential I place within you, the glorious destiny I have prepared for you, and my eyes have beheld with tender pride every single step of your steadfast heart as you have journeyed towards it, even when the path was shrouded in the mist of their unbelief. Your endurance is a song to my heart. My child, a beautiful, resilient melody that rises above all discordant notes of doubt. And I have heard every single precious strain. And so, my child, as the truth of my unwavering gaze and my profound appreciation for your steadfast heart begins to settle upon your spirit, let me now draw you into a deeper understanding of why this quiet, often unseen, endurance of yours, this persistent faith amidst the chilling silence of disbelief, is so incredibly precious, so exquisitely pleasing in my sight, for the strength that flourishes only in the sunlight of affirmation, the faith that stands firm only when surrounded by a chorus of approval, while good in its own right, does not possess the rare and potent fragrance of the resilience you have displayed. Your perseverance in the face of doubt, my beloved, is a jewel of exceptional brilliance, a testament to the authentic devotion of your true heart, and it causes a particular delight to arise within me. The world, my child, often measures strength by outward displays, by visible victories, by the applause of the crowd. But I, who see beyond all superficialities into the very core of being, I measure strength by a different standard. I see the courage it takes to hold onto my hand in the darkness when every other voice is whispering of despair. I see the fortitude required to continue walking my path when the way is lonely and the destination veiled in mist. I see the unwavering loyalty of a heart that chooses to believe my promises even when all earthly evidence seems to scream their impossibility. This unseen strength, this tenacious faith that perseveres without the crutch of human validation, is a rare and precious offering, and it moves my heart in ways that outward triumphs often cannot. Why is this so, my beloved? Because such endurance speaks of a love that is not seeking its own reward, a faith that is not contingent upon favorable circumstances, a trust that is rooted not in what is seen, but in who I am. When you choose to believe in me, to follow my leading, to hold on to my word, even when those around you doubt, or mock, or turn away, you are demonstrating a purity of devotion, a sincerity of heart that is profoundly beautiful to me. You are saying, in essence, my God, your presence is enough. Your word is enough. Your love is enough. Even if no one else understands, even if no one else affirms, even if the path is fraught with hardship, I choose you. I trust you. As this, my child, is the language of true intimacy, the melody of a heart fully surrendered, and it is a song that causes all of heaven to rejoice. Consider the difference, my precious one. A plant that thrives only in perfect conditions, with just the right amount of sun, water, and fertile soil, is beautiful. Yes, but how much more remarkable is the desert flower that pushes through arid ground, that endures scorching heat and long periods of drought, and yet, against all odds, unfurls its delicate petals in a breathtaking display of resilient beauty. Your endurance, when no one else believes, is like that desert flower. It is a testament to the life-giving power of my spirit within you, a defiance of the harshness of your circumstances, a vibrant splash of color in a landscape that others might have deemed barren and hopeless. And it is, in my eyes, extraordinarily precious. This unseen strength also reveals the true condition of your heart. My child, in seasons of ease and affirmation, it can be difficult to discern the true motivations of the soul. But when the path becomes difficult, when support wanes, when doubt assails from every side, it is then that the authentic quality of one's faith, the depth of one's commitment, is truly tested and revealed. Your willingness to persevere in such seasons, to cling to me even when every instinct might scream to let go, shows me a heart that is not merely seeking comfort or convenience, but a heart that is truly seeking me, my will, my kingdom. It reveals a love that is willing to pay a cost, a faith that is more than a fleeting emotion, a loyalty that is forged in the fires of adversity. And this, my beloved, is the kind of heart that I delight to dwell in, the kind of spirit with which I can accomplish my most profound and glorious purposes. The strength you display in these lonely battles of faith is often a direct reflection of my own spirit at work within you, even if you are not fully aware of it, for it is my grace that enables your endurance, my strength that undergirds your weakness, my hope that whispers to your spirit when all other voices are silent or discouraging. When you choose to lean into me in those moments, when you draw upon my unseen resources, you are allowing my divine life to flow through you, to manifest as a resilience, a perseverance that is beyond your natural human capacity. And as I witness this beautiful synergy, this divine human dance of faith and endurance, my heart is filled with a sacred pleasure. You are becoming a conduit of my strength, a testament to my faithfulness, in a way that powerfully glorifies my name. Do not ever think, my child, that your solitary struggles, your quiet acts of obedience, when no one was there to applaud, have been in vain or have gone unnoticed. I see them all. I treasure them all. They are like fragrant incense rising before my throne, a sweet aroma of pure, unadulterated devotion. The world may not understand the value of such hidden faithfulness. They may not comprehend the courage it takes to believe when surrounded by disbelief. But I know, and I tell you, my beloved, that these very acts of unseen endurance are forging within you a character of immense spiritual weight, a depth of wisdom, and a capacity for my glory that will far outweigh any temporary hardship you have faced. This strength that pleases me, this endurance that I cherish, is not about a stoic suppression of your pain, nor a denial of your weariness. I see your tears. I know your struggles. But it is about the choice you make in the midst of that pain, that weariness, the choice to continue to trust, to continue to hope, to continue to place one foot in front of the other on the path I have set before you, simply because it is my path and because you love me. This is the unseen strength that captures my heart. My child, the resilient faith that becomes a source of my divine delight. And it is this very strength, this very endurance, that I am now preparing to honor, to affirm, and to use in ways that will bring you into a new dimension of my blessing and my purpose. And so, my beloved child, as you begin to perceive the immense value I place upon your unseen strength, your quiet perseverance in the face of the world's doubt and disbelief, let me now unveil to your spirit the profound emotion that arises within my own eternal heart as I have witnessed your journey. For while they offered their silence, their skepticism, or perhaps even their gentle pity, my heart, the very heart of your God, has been swelling with a sacred, undeniable, and all-encompassing pride in you. Yes, my precious one, pride, not the fleeting, ego-driven pride of human accomplishment, but the deep, resonant, holy pride of a father beholding the courageous, unwavering faithfulness of his cherished child, a child who chose to trust, to endure, to love, even when every outward circumstance and every human voice seemed to counsel despair. This divine pride I feel for you, my child, is a powerful, life-giving affirmation, a celestial counterpoint to every doubt you have ever faced, every criticism you have ever endured, every moment you have ever felt unseen or undervalued. Let this truth sink into the deepest recesses of your being. Let it permeate every wounded place, every shadowed corner of your soul. Your God is proud of you, proud of your endurance, when the path was fraught with hardship and your companions few. Proud of your faith when darkness obscured my face and my promises seemed distant. Proud of your love when your own heart was aching and the world offered little in return. Proud of your quiet courage when fear sought to overwhelm you and no one else was there to cheer you on. While they may have judged your progress by external markers, by visible successes, by the ease with which you navigated your trials, my assessment, my child, is based on the unseen realities of your heart, on the quality of your spirit's response to the crucible. And what I have seen in you, my beloved, that tenacious refusal to let go of my hand, that persistent turning toward my light even from the depths of despair, that quiet determination to continue walking in obedience, even when the cost was great and the reward unseen. These are the things that stir within me a profound and holy delight, a father's overwhelming sense of pride in his valiant, steadfast child, their disbelief, their lack of understanding, their silence. These may have caused you immense pain, my precious one. They may have made you question your own worth, your own sanity, the very validity of your path. But I want you to understand now, with every fiber of your being, that their opinions, their assessments, however much they may have stung, are utterly insignificant when weighed against my divine affirmation, my sacred pride in you. Their view was limited, often clouded by their own fears or worldly perspectives. My view is eternal, all-knowing, and rooted in an unconditional love that sees your true worth, your intrinsic beauty, your magnificent potential, even when you yourself cannot. Let this truth be a healing balm to your soul. My child, let the warmth of my pride melt away the chill of past rejections, the sting of former criticisms. Where there's silence left a void, let my affirmation now fill it to overflowing. Where their doubt cast a shadow, let my belief in you now shine like a radiant sun. You are not defined by their inability to see, but by my capacity to behold the true gold of your spirit, refined and made beautiful through your very endurance. This pride I feel is not for a flawless performance. My beloved, for I know your humanity, your frailties, your stumblings. My pride is in your endurance, despite those frailties. It is in your rising after every fall, your renewed commitment after every moment of doubt, your persistent seeking of my face, even when your own heart felt lost or confused. It is the pride of a master craftsman who sees his apprentice, through sheer tenacity and love for the craft, begin to master the most difficult techniques, to bring forth beauty from challenging material. You, my child, in your willingness to persevere in faith when no one else believed, have been learning the sacred craft of spiritual endurance and the skill you are acquiring, the character you are forging, fills me with an artist's profound joy. This is your ultimate validation, my precious one, not the applause of the world, which is fleeting and often misdirected, not the approval of any human authority, which is always conditional and limited, but the deep, resonant, unwavering pride of your Creator, your Father, your God. Let this be the mirror in which you see your true reflection. Let this be the standard by which you measure your true worth. For when I, who know all things, who see all things, who love you with an everlasting love, declare my pride in your endurance, what other opinion, what other judgment can possibly hold sway over your heart? This sacred pride I feel is not a distant, abstract emotion. It is a tangible, empowering force. My child, a river of my own divine pleasure flowing towards you and through you, as you open your heart to receive this truth, as you allow yourself to truly believe that your God is proud of your lonely, often unacknowledged battle of faith. You will feel a new strength arising within you, a new confidence, a new freedom. The need for external affirmation will begin to lessen its grip. The fear of disapproval will lose its power, for you will be walking in the light of my smile. My beloved, enveloped in the warmth of my divine pleasure. And that is a place of unshakable security, a profound peace, of indomitable joy. Imagine a warrior returning from a long and arduous campaign, fought in a distant land, with few witnesses to their bravery, their sacrifices, their unwavering loyalty to their king. The world may not know their story, may not understand the cost of their victory, but when they stand before their sovereign, and the king rises, his eyes filled with pride, his voice resonant with praise, declaring, "Well done, my faithful one. I have seen your heart. I have witnessed your endurance, and my heart swells with pride for you." In that moment, my child, all the weariness, all the loneliness, all the sacrifice is transfigured, imbued with profound meaning, and crowned with an honor that surpasses all earthly reward. So it is with you. My beloved, you have been that spiritual warrior, battling in unseen realms, holding fast to your allegiance to me when surrounded by forces that sought to sway you, to discourage you, to break your spirit. And now, I, your King, your Father, your God, stand before you, my heart overflowing with this sacred, holy pride. I have seen your every act of faith. I have witnessed your every moment of endurance. I have cherished your unwavering love, and I declare to you, before all of heaven, my profound pride in you, my valiant, steadfast child. Let this truth resound in your soul. Let it heal your wounds. Let it empower your future for the one who truly matters, the one whose opinion alone defines reality, believes in you, delights in you, and is inexpressibly proud of your beautiful, resilient, enduring heart. And so, my cherished child, as the profound truth of my sacred pride in your endurance settles upon your spirit like a healing balm, as my unwavering affirmation begins to resonate more deeply within you than all the discordant notes of worldly doubt you have ever encountered, I now desire to guide you in how to consciously draw upon this divine validation, how to wear it as a luminous armor, how to let my belief in you become the unshakable foundation from which you live. Move and have your being, for my pride in your steadfast heart is not merely a comforting sentiment. My beloved, it is a wellspring of divine power, a shield against future discouragement, and a radiant motivation for your continued journey into the fullness of my purpose for you. You have sought validation in so many earthly places. My child, haven't you? In the approval of others, in the attainment of worldly success, in the fleeting affirmations of a culture that often misunderstands or devalues the quiet heroism of inner spiritual battles. And so often, these wells have proven dry, or their waters bitter, leaving your spirit thirsty, your heart still aching for a true and lasting sense of worth. But now, my precious one, I offer you a different source, an eternal wellspring that will never run dry, my own unwavering pride in who you are, in the courageous faith you have displayed, in the beautiful resilience I have witnessed within your soul. Let this, my child, become your primary point of reference, your truest mirror, your most unshakable source of strength and self-understanding. How do you wear my pride as your armor? My beloved, you begin by consciously choosing to believe it, to receive it, to internalize it as your deepest truth, even when old voices of self-doubt or external criticism attempt to whisper their contrary messages. When those familiar shadows try to encroach, when the memory of past skepticism stings, I invite you to deliberately recall my words to you, to remember this sacred moment when your God declared his profound pride in your endurance. Let my affirmation be louder than their doubt. Let my belief in you be stronger than your own insecurities. This is an act of faith. My child, to choose my divine perspective over all lesser, more limited views. This armor of my pride will shield you from the fiery darts of future discouragement. As you continue on your path, there will undoubtedly be moments when your resolve is tested, when new challenges arise, when the voices of disbelief, both internal and external, seek once more to undermine your confidence. But if you are clothed in the awareness of my unwavering pride, these assaults will lose much of their power to wound you. You will be able to stand firm, not in your own righteousness, but in the righteousness I have imputed to you, and in the profound knowing that the one whose opinion truly matters sees you, values you, and delights in your faithful heart. Their arrows of doubt will glance off the radiant surface of this divine armor, unable to penetrate the core of peace and acceptance that my pride bestows upon you. Let my belief in you become your deepest motivation. My child, for too long, perhaps, you have been driven by a fear of failure, a need to prove yourself, or a desire to earn the conditional approval of others. But these motivations, while common in the world, are ultimately exhausting and unsustainable. I offer you a new fuel for your journey, a divine impetus that flows from a place of pure love and unwavering affirmation, the knowledge that your God believes in you, is proud of you, and is passionately committed to your ultimate triumph. When you act from this place of belovedness, of divine validation, your efforts are no longer a striving for acceptance, but a joyful response to it. Your service is no longer a means to earn worth, but an overflow of the inherent worth you already possess in me. Your perseverance is no longer a grim battle against despair, but a confident walking in the light of my unwavering support. To draw strength from my pride, my beloved, means to consciously align your thoughts, your words, and your actions with this divine truth. When self-deprecating thoughts arise, gently replace them with a remembrance of my affirmation. When you speak of yourself or to yourself, do so with the quiet dignity and respect that befits a child in whom their Heavenly Father takes such profound pride. And when you act from a place of knowing that you are empowered by my Spirit, equipped by my grace, and cheered on by my loving heart. This is not arrogance. My child, it is a humble confidence that comes from understanding your true identity as my cherished, valued, and divinely affirmed son or daughter. This also means progressively releasing your dependence on worldly applause or human approval. While the kind words and support of others can be a blessing, they must never become the foundation of your self-worth or the primary source of your motivation. For human opinions are as shifting as the sands, their affirmations often as fleeting as the morning mist. But my pride in you, my belief in you, my love for you, these are eternal, unshakable, and always true. As you learn to draw your deepest sense of validation from me, you will find yourself liberated from the exhausting and often futile pursuit of pleasing everyone, of meeting every worldly expectation. You will be free to follow my leading with a single heart, a focused spirit, content in the knowledge that you are pleasing to me, the one whose pleasure truly matters. Imagine yourself walking through your days, enveloped in a radiant aura of my divine pride and affection. See how it transforms your perception of challenges, no longer as threats to your worth, but as opportunities for my strength to be displayed through your yieldedness. See how it changes your interactions with others, no longer from a place of neediness or insecurity, but from a wellspring of my love and acceptance flowing through you. See how it alters your relationship with yourself, replacing harsh self-judgment with a tender, compassionate understanding, rooted in the knowledge of how deeply I cherish you. This is not a one-time realization, my child, but an ongoing practice, a daily choosing to live from this place of divine affirmation. It is the practice of remembering, of reaffirming, of resting in my unwavering pride in your beautiful, resilient, enduring spirit. And as you do so, my beloved, you will find an inner fortress of peace being built within your soul, a sanctuary of strength that cannot be breached by the doubts of the world or the fears of your own heart. My pride in you is more than just a feeling I possess. It is a creative, empowering, life-giving force that I desire to impart to you, to become the very armor of your soul, the unshakable motivation of your heart, the radiant light that guides your every step on the path of your unfolding destiny. Wear it well, my cherished warrior, and it is my gift to you, a testament to your enduring faith. And so, my cherished child, as you learn to walk in the radiant armor of my divine pride, drawing your strength and validation from my unwavering belief in your steadfast heart, let me now unveil to your spirit the magnificent and enduring treasures that have been meticulously forged within you through this very perseverance. For your endurance, my beloved, that quiet, tenacious holding fast to me when no one else believed, has not been a fruitless, barren struggle. Oh no, my precious one, it has been a sacred crucible, a divine forge, from which I have been crafting within your soul a crown of extraordinary beauty, a diadem adorned with jewels of character, wisdom, and a quiet spiritual authority that can only be won through such faithful, often solitary, trials. This, my child, is the crown forged by perseverance, and it is my delight to place it upon your brow, a testament to the glorious fruit of your unwavering endurance. This crown is not wrought of earthly gold that can tarnish, nor set with gems that can be lost or stolen. It is a spiritual adornment, my child, visible to the eyes of heaven, radiant with an inner light that speaks of battles won, of faith proven, of a spirit refined and made beautiful through its allegiance to me in the face of doubt. Each facet of this crown tells a story of your journey. Each jewel a quality of my own character that has been more deeply imprinted upon your soul through your steadfastness. Behold, first, the brilliant diamond of an unshakable faith. My beloved, this is not the naive faith of inexperience, but a faith that has been tested in the fires of adversity, that has wrestled with doubt and despair, and has emerged, not unscathed, perhaps, but with a clarity, a resilience, a profound depth that is truly awe-inspiring. You learn to trust my unseen hand when all visible supports crumble. You learn to believe my promises when circumstances scream their impossibility. This hard-won faith, this capacity to stand firm in me even when the world around you offered no affirmation, is a jewel of immense price, a cornerstone of your spiritual being, and a source of my profound delight. See, too, the deep sapphire of wisdom that now gleams within this crown. This is not merely intellectual knowledge, my child, but the profound, experiential understanding that is distilled from navigating complex trials with a heart turned toward me. Through your lonely perseverance, through your seeking of my face in moments of confusion, through your willingness to learn the lessons hidden within your hardships, you have acquired a discernment, a perspective, a capacity for sound judgment that is a rare and beautiful gift. This wisdom will guide your own steps in the days to come, and it will become a source of wise counsel and gentle guidance for others whom I will bring across your path. and observe the lustrous pearl of humility, my precious one. A jewel often formed within the very crucible of experiences that brought you to the end of your own strength, your own understanding, your endurance, especially when no one else believed, stripped away any vestiges of self-reliance, any reliance on human applause, and taught you the profound truth of your utter dependence on me. This humility is not a demeaning of yourself, but a right understanding of your belovedness in relation to my sovereignty, my grace, my all-sufficient power. It makes your spirit soft, teachable, and wonderfully receptive to my ongoing work in your life. It is a jewel that shines with a quiet, irresistible beauty within this crown. My child is also the resilient strength of tempered steel, the ruby glow of a heart that has learned to love even amidst pain and disappointment. Your perseverance has forged within you an inner fortitude that can withstand pressures that once would have crushed you. You have learned to draw upon my strength, to find your resilience not in your own finite resources, but in my infinite supply. And your heart, though perhaps bearing the scars of past hurts, has, through its steadfast commitment to love, to forgive, to hope, acquired a depth of compassion, a capacity for selfless giving. That is a radiant reflection of my own heart. Notice, too, the emerald of peace that is woven into this diadem. My beloved, this is not the superficial peace of a life untouched by trouble, but the profound, unshakable peace that comes from knowing, deep within your soul, that I am with you, that I am for you, that my love is your constant refuge, regardless of outward circumstances, your endurance through seasons of doubt and isolation, your choice to keep your heart anchored in me, has cultivated this inner sanctuary of serenity. This eye of my peace that can remain tranquil even when storms may rage around you. This peace is a powerful testimony, a fragrant offering, a gift you now carry within you to share with the troubled world. And finally, my child, see how this entire crown is infused with a quiet, yet undeniable, spiritual authority. This is not the authority of a worldly position or power, but the authority that flows from a life lived in deep integrity, in unwavering faithfulness, in proven resilience, having walked the path of solitary endurance, having kept your faith when others faltered, having trusted me when understanding failed. You now carry within your spirit a weight of glory, a spiritual substance that others will sense. Your words will carry a new resonance. Your presence will bring a new measure of my peace, my strength. This is the quiet authority of a soul that has been tested and found true, a soul that has become a proven vessel of my grace and my power. This crown, my beloved, forged by your perseverance, and my grace is the beautiful outcome, the glorious fruit of your endurance. It is my honor upon you, my public affirmation in the courts of heaven of the private battles you have so courageously waged. Wear it not with arrogance, but with a humble gratitude, knowing that it is both your achievement of faith and my gift of transformation. Let its radiance remind you, in all your future days, of the profound value I place upon a steadfast heart, of the beauty I can bring forth from the crucible of trial, and of the unwavering pride I, your God, take in your faithful, enduring spirit. You have persevered, my child, when no one else believed, and in doing so, you have allowed me to forge within you a crown of eternal, breathtaking beauty. And so, my valiant child, adorned with the unseen yet radiant crown, forged by your unwavering perseverance, your spirit now strengthened by the knowledge of my profound pride in your endurance. Let us now turn our gaze together towards the luminous horizon that awaits you, for the path of steadfast faith. Though often walked amidst the shadows of worldly disbelief and the chill of solitary struggle, does not end in obscurity. No, my beloved, every act of your quiet endurance, every moment of your tenacious trust when no one else believed, has been a step towards a magnificent and unfolding dawn. A dawn where my promises for you will find their glorious fulfillment, where your faithfulness will be openly honored, and where the true purpose of your journey will be revealed in breathtaking splendor. Your perseverance, my precious one, is never in vain. It is the very pathway to the resplendent morning I have ordained for your soul. This unfolding dawn I speak of, my child, is not a mere cessation of your trials, but the dawning of a new era in your spiritual experience. An era characterized by a deeper revelation of my love, a fuller expression of my purpose through your life, and a more profound enjoyment of my presence. The seeds of faith you so diligently sowed in the darkness of doubt, watered by your tears of lonely perseverance, are destined to break forth into a harvest of joy, of peace, of spiritual fruitfulness that will astonish even your own heart. What was once a hidden battle will become a visible testimony. What was once a solitary hope will become a shared celebration. My commitment to you, my steadfast child, is to accompany you, to sustain you, and ultimately to honor your unwavering heart. I do not ask you to endure alone and then merely observe your arrival at some distant reward. No, my presence is with you every step of this continuing journey as you continue to walk in faith. Even if new challenges arise or moments of weariness attempt to assail you, my spirit will be your constant strengthener, my grace your all-sufficient supply, my wisdom your unfailing guide. I will not allow the endurance you have already displayed to be squandered, nor the faith you have so courageously maintained to be ultimately disappointed. I am the finisher of the work I begin, my child, and the work of honoring your steadfastness is a work my heart delights in. The world, which once offered its silence of disbelief, may one day marvel at the radiance of your dawning. They may see the strength, the wisdom, the peace, the purpose that now emanates from your being, the very qualities forged in the crucible of your lonely perseverance. And they may wonder at the source of such transformation. Your life, my beloved, will become a living testament to the truth that I am a God who sees in secret, who values the unseen battles of the heart, and who rewards with open blessing the one who chooses to trust me even when all outward appearances seem to contradict my promises. This is part of the unfolding dawn, your life becoming a beacon of hope, a demonstration of my faithfulness that draws others towards my light. This dawn will also bring with it a deeper understanding of the intricate tapestry I have been weaving in your life, the why behind certain trials, the purpose within periods of waiting or apparent isolation will become clearer in the light of this new morning. You will see, with eyes of profound gratitude, how even the most difficult and perplexing chapters of your journey, those moments when you felt most alone in your belief, were essential in preparing you for the specific blessings, the unique responsibilities, the glorious destiny that is now beginning to unfold. There will be no room for regret. My child, only for awe at the wisdom of my ways and the depth of my love that guided you so perfectly. Even through the shadows, the fulfillment of my promises for you, my precious one, is as certain as the rising of the sun after the darkest night. These are not empty assurances, but divine decrees, backed by my omnipotence, fueled by my infinite love, the dreams I have planted in your heart, the purposes I have whispered to your spirit, the hopes you have clung to with such tenacious faith. These are all destined for their glorious fruition in my perfect timing. Your endurance has been the watering of these sacred seeds, and the harvest will be abundant, exceeding all you could ask or imagine, and I will honor your steadfastness, my child, not only with the inner rewards of peace, joy, and spiritual maturity, but also in ways that will bring glory to my name through your life. Your unique gifts, refined and strengthened through your perseverance, will find their perfect expression, touching lives, transforming circumstances, and extending the borders of my kingdom of love. The quiet authority forged in your solitary trials will command a new respect, not for your own sake, but for the sake of the one you represent. You will become a vessel through which my power can flow with greater freedom. My wisdom can be imparted with greater clarity. My love can be demonstrated with greater authenticity. So, continue to walk forward, my beloved, with a heart full of hope, a spirit girded with the strength of my pride in you, and an unshakable confidence in the unfolding dawn. Do not grow weary in your well-doing, for in due season, my due season, you shall reap if you faint not. The path may still hold its moments of challenge, but you no longer walk it with the same vulnerability, the same isolation. You walk it now as one who knows they are seen, valued, and divinely affirmed by their God. You walk it as one who carries within them the very crown of perseverance, a testament to past victories and a promise of future triumphs. My unfailing hand will continue to uphold you. My boundless love will continue to surround you. My perfect plan will continue to unfold before you, revealing new vistas of grace, new dimensions of purpose, new depth of intimacy with me. The silence of disbelief is being broken. My child, by the undeniable symphony of my faithfulness in your life, the dawn is indeed unfolding, bright with the promise of all that your enduring heart has hoped for, and infinitely more. This is my commitment to you, my steadfast, beloved child. Endure to this unfolding dawn, for its beauty, its peace, its joy are your certain inheritance. And now, my cherished warrior of faith, as the light of this promised dawn begins to illuminate your path with its gentle, certain glow, let your spirit rest in profound assurance of my unwavering love and my immense pride in your journey. Your endurance, though often unseen by the world, has been a radiant spectacle in the courts of heaven, a testament to the power of a heart that chooses to believe in me above all else. This steadfastness is a precious treasure, and its reward is sure. Continue to walk in the strength of my affirmation, knowing that my hand will guide you, my grace will sustain you, and the fullness of my promises will be your glorious reality. Your perseverance has paved the way for a beautiful, unfolding day